Hi, my name is Elise and thank you so much for clicking on my video. Today I wanted to show you some Scandinavian influencer inspired looks because at least in the last year I've really been inspired by what a lot of women in places like Oslo and Stockholm and particularly Copenhagen are wearing. I really love how they balance color and I really like how they use gingham and pastels and all kinds of prints. It really inspires me, so I decided to make some of my own looks inspired by fellow Scandinavian girls. I am partly Scandinavian myself, so yeah, I think we will get into it and I really hope you enjoy the looks. And thank you so much and just enjoy watching. So let's start with look number 1. If you're particularly color savvy, you might notice that this outfit is inspired by one of the most famous Scandinavian symbols, the Swedish flag. Maybe this choice is a bit blunt, but I do really like the yellow and blue, and I think that they look really good together and are a great example of how Scandi girls pull off several colors at the same time. Despite Sweden, the star of this outfit is definitely those pastel blue jeans. They're vintage from Woolworths and are actually hand-me-down from my mom. They're straight-legged, high-waisted, and they have this really beautiful butterfly embroidery on either side, and I think that this beautiful detail really pops with the rest of the yellow in the look. Speaking of yellow, the top I'm wearing is just a pretty simple long-sleeve t-shirt. The pastel yellow matches the light blue quite well, I think, and it also matches my hair, so there's plenty of color coordinating happening. And as you'll see here, I decided to be a little cheeky with my accessory choice. A literal IKEA bag. I just wanted to be funny, I'm sorry. But on the topic of Sweden, I do actually speak Swedish. Mina byxor är blåa. Haha, was that convincing? No? Okay. Jumping in, I thought I would just quickly mention that the shoes I'm wearing in every single one of these looks is my Nike Air Force Ones because I'm not exactly creative in shoe choice. So yeah, there you go. So going into look number 2, we have this light green jumper with a summer skirt underneath, and I just chose any kind of skirt with a pattern. I think the white is pretty simple, but I wanted to illustrate that Scandinavian girls are not afraid of pattern. And this green jumper is actually a hand-me-down from my dad. It's really nice and chunky, and I'm just using it to nod to the cold Scandinavian climate. I've noticed that Scandinavian girls do definitely not stray far from gingham, so I decided to incorporate this gingham bag that I made myself into my look. I think that the green looks really good together, and that the gingham print is subtle enough that it doesn't clash with the white and black print of the skirt. I also decided that you might want to add an additional color to this look, like the other Scandinavian girls do. The blue is nice and looks good with the green, but I do think that this look looks better without the blue, but I think that's up to you. Green is also just my favorite color, so I like it to stand out. So going into look number 3, we have this pretty seafoam green top and pink jean combo. I really like this top. Seafoam green is perhaps my favorite color of all time. I think it's so pretty, and I really like the square neckline and puffed sleeves. I think they're really cute, and I think the green contrasts well with the jeans. These jeans are in fact from the same line as the earlier blue jeans with a little embroidery. My mom managed to buy a bunch of them and she's handed them down to me, and I really like the pink embroidery and the little leaves. It's very elegant and cute, and that's my bum. I'm using the same green gingham tote as my accessory, but you could also swap that out for a different accessory, like for example this tote, which has a little, I don't know what this is called, but I think the green and the red looks nice with the green and the pink. I think it's a good contrast. So here we have look number 4, which is more of a colorful look as it incorporates a couple different ones, but the main item of this look is this beautiful yellow jacket, which I really love. I think it's so nice and elegant despite being so colorful. I'm just using the same dress underneath that I used as a skirt in a previous look. And I think that the white and the black and the yellow look pretty good together. and I decided to spice this up with a nice light blue cap, which I think looks really pretty with the yellow, and I decided to add that same gingham bag as my accessory so that I would have like 3 different colors. Alternatively, you could use a black bag like this as your accessory, and I think this is pretty cute too. So going into look number 5, we have this kind of festive inspired look that is actually inspired by another famous Scandinavian color combination, and this time it's the Danish flag. Instead of using white, I'm just using this light pink jean from earlier, and I'm just using a really simple plain red long sleeve t-shirts. I think that the red and the light pink is kind of a less obvious way to do color blocking, and I really like this look. I think it's really cute. I also decided you could probably accessorize with a red Alice band, for example, or the same holly bag from earlier. So going into our last look, it's kind of inspired by the old version of what Scandinavian fashion is, which is the more minimalist, neutral palette approach. And I really do like this approach. I wear this quite a lot, I will say. And it's just, this look is just a combination of a chunky sweater and a pair of black jeans and just some plain boots, which are actually a deviation from the Air Force Ones that I've been wearing for the rest of the video. But this chunky top is just a jumper that has these cute little knots on it, and it's really sweet. I wear this almost every day of the winter. I love it. I love that I bought it, and it's my favorite. The pants that I'm wearing are just a pair of black flare jeans. I think they're fun. They add a little bit more spice to this otherwise pretty plain look. And the shoes I'm wearing are just those black Chelsea boots. And that's it for this look. Okay, so that's the end of the video. That was 6 Scandinavian influencer inspired looks, and I hope that you enjoyed them and took some inspiration from them. I really enjoyed making this video. It was my first time editing on iMovie, so that was a learning curve, but alas, here we are. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun. I really did, and it makes me want to make more videos, and I hope that you are safe and sound during the coronavirus pandemic. It's pretty scary. But thank you so much for watching nonetheless.